Welcome to Commenting on Comments, where I read your comments and comment on them big times. Roll the fucking intro. And we're back! Ew! Alright guys, get on with some comments. That's what you came here for, right? Not to look at my pretty face. Anyway, first comment here is from 66675, and he says F-150 with manual transmission. I like your style. My only concern would be the unlikely event something going wrong with the transmission, and with it being so rare, then it would probably cost a fucking fortune to replace. I've yet to see a North American properly operate a vehicle with a manual transmission without coasting in neutral to slow down or stop, or sitting at the lights in the neutral. Yeah, the 1.6 turbo Fiesta is definitely a great fun little car. There's also the Ford approved Mountune power upgrade kit that brings it up to 215 PS, 213 horse. I'd be nuts in that little car. But the manual transmission, I looked it up. It's the exact same. It's literally a Ford Mustang in a truck. It's like the 3.7 liter naturally aspirated V6 that's in the Mustang, and the 6-speed transmission that is also in the Mustang. It's like all they did was take the body of the Mustang, rip it off, fire it in the dumpster, give it a little bit of a lift, put fatter tires on it, put a box and a cab and a shifter. You know, that's it. So it'd be like, if the transmission shits the bed, I go to Ford and be like, hey, I need another Mustang transmission in my pickup truck. Gunner Mage says, my car is ancient. It's an Oldsmobile with a 3100 V6. Runs like a mother though. I've never seen a mother run, but I'll take your word for it. 171K, broke down once in 6 years, was the fuel pump. Anyway, the car repair burglars want $300 to change the plugs because 3 are hidden in the back, so fuck that. Oh yeah, that would be... Depending on what Oldsmobile you have, it'd be set up horizontally, right? And that's the same problem I have with that stupid G6 as the ones in the back. Yeah, they want bank to replace those. Rather just fucking dump the car and get something else. Little Dorgan says, I like the floating head cock. Well, that sounds so dirty. But damn it, I'm gonna keep asking, what's next for your gaming channel? A girl can only watch so much GTA 5 before she wants to blow her brains out. Also, I love the stationary camera while you are fixing a bowl of cereal. You make me a little dizzy when you pace back and forth. My problem with the pacing is I think better when I'm moving. But also, as far as the gaming channel goes, I wanted to get into different games. Right now there's a lot of fucking drama going on with the friggin' GTA crew. I just can't deal with that. So I'm probably gonna get into some single player. I got some Stranded Deep coming up. That game's fucking hilarious. Sharks are dicks. And it's also kind of sort of giving me a phobia of water now that I've played it a bit. I don't really want to swim in lakes because sharks are dicks. But I got that coming up. I got some Escapist I want to get into. I want to get back into Bully. I got to beat that game so I can finally knock that one off my list. Leaving the only game left from Rockstar for me to play and beat is Red Dead Redemption. Ghetto Hillbilly 1 says, if you ever run into small engines that don't start in the cold, try 2 things. 1, gas-soaked rag in the intake. Interesting. If it doesn't fire, try taking out the plugs and heating it up with a torch and cleaning it with a wire brush. Hot plug may... Yeah, I was thinking about actually doing that. I was going to pop the plug out, but you know what? Honestly, it's probably best that I didn't get it started because Adrian already broke his bike again. He blew the chain off. So it's probably good I didn't get mine started because I probably would have fucking wrecked something big times too. Randy Bobandy says, you see Rick and bought a Trans Am, you him same. Yeah, except for mine runs and the floor isn't rotted out. I heard his is just a fucking rotted, dilapidated piece of shit. Nova Dally says, you could use a hairdryer to give it some hot air in the intake. I do that with my tractor when it's very cold and it starts every time. Hey, that's not a bad idea. Because I got that hairdryer downstairs that you should never use on your hair because it just burns it. It's like a flamethrower. I could have done that. Devin Horvath says, hey Adam, how deep is that snow? And you, sir, need to invest in an ATV when you find out what's going on with your job. I already know what's going on with my job. I'm losing the fucking thing. As far as investing in an ATV, I was thinking about buying Rex's old ATV because he doesn't want it. And then I realized I'm probably not going to be staying in this house much longer. So, like, I might move. I might move down south or maybe out of the country or something. Who knows? Like, I got to go where the job is and where I want to take my life to, right? So, having all this extra shit that I'm probably going to have to dump, it's probably not a good idea to buy an ATV because I'm definitely losing the job. Now, I might get something else in town, but there's a chance I won't. Super Fifth Gear says, you said before that you can never impress everyone whenever you do something online. No fucking doubt. Leaving the blower out and garage door up a couple inches for days at a time. Man, I guess that's the northern life for you. Leave anything alone here for 10 seconds and it ends up being stolen. Yeah, us Canadians are a little different. Like, you know, there's some pretty bent idiots out there that'll definitely, like, you leave your garage door open, you go into the house to take a piss, you come back out and everything's gone, and there's a pickup truck rolling down the street, look like you just did a scrap run, and it's all your shit, you know? But around here it doesn't really happen. Like, it's a pretty quiet area. I can leave my garage open 24/7. Nobody would fuck with my shit. Even the mail dick would come by, put the mail in the mail slot. He wouldn't go walking around my garage. He'd put it in there, turn around and leave. Because he'd be like, the first thing Canadians think of is when there's like an open door, like or anything like that, is it's a trap. I am being recorded right now. I gotta watch out. Somebody's setting up a sting operation type operation. You know what I'm saying? And most people won't fuck with your shit. But then you get those ones that are like, you know, fucking cracked in the head, a little bit bent, and they're like, garage door open, I'm gonna go steal off his stuff. And that's, you know, you do get those, but not really around here. It's pretty quiet. OBZX11 says, Adam, I've got a VE Commodore Ute off of Australian eBay and ship it to Canada. V6 7-liter 200. What the fuck? It'll be good at. Why would I want to buy an Australian car to bring to Canada? Think about that. Like, V6 7 liters, dude. We don't even have an engine that's 7 liters in V6, you know? Unless it's a diesel, like a Ford. I think Ford has a V6 diesel that's 7 liters, but nothing that runs on friggin' gasoline, like. And it's an Australian car. Finding parts for that thing? Fucking expensive. Chris Marshall says, get a proxy or VPN and you can watch whatever you want. Chrome has plugin that'll do what you want. Yeah, I got the Netflix plugin for Chrome, but it seems really boggy. Like, I guess they don't have much bandwidth unless you pay into it. And I tried out on Block Us. That was not too bad. I've tried a few other ones. Whole Better Internet. It was okay, but unless you pay into it, you get put on a shitty slow server, and you're always buffering. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just run the regular Canadian Netflix for now. Chris Marshall once again says you can tighten the Schrader valve with a small screwdriver or needle nose pliers. The tip is probably a week after you already figured it out. No, I still haven't looked it up, but you say I can use a small screwdriver, and I have one on my keys, which are downstairs hanging up on the hook. I'm going to look that up and see how to do that. Joshua Traverney says, get Pugs' old Honda. I wanted to, but there was 2 complications. Number 1, he wanted more than I could afford, which it makes sense because it's a nice fucking rig, and it definitely was worth the value. Definitely worth the price on top of that. Like, it would have made mincemeat of the snow we get up here. It would have been put to the test. And the other problem is it wouldn't have fit in the G6, so I'd have to hire somebody like Adrian, because Rex doesn't have his truck anymore. Well, he has it, but it's not on the road. So I'd have to bug Adrian to saddle up his Dodge, pay him for gas to go down and pick it up. Because G6, yeah, I wouldn't have fit in there. J Murray01 says, I'm a big fan of Fisherman's Friends, but didn't know you could get them in Canada. Here in Scotland, they are widely available as they originated from England. Yeah, they're great for freaking soothing your throat, man. Some people, like my uncle used to eat them like candies, though. That was kind of dicked. Like, he'd pop them like you would pop, like, Jolly Ranchers or, like, Lifesavers, you know, like the little fruit candies. He'd just pop friggin' Fisherman Friends all day. Like, I love the taste! And it's like, so how many 9 volts have you looked in your life, bud? Mr. Rosmus says, Jesus, Adam, I always pictured you being a shorter guy, maybe 5'8", but hey, as a fellow tall dude, I can sympathize with you about short equipment. Yeah, it's a pain in the arse, eh? Your fucking lower back just takes a pounding. But yeah, I'm 6'1". It's hard to tell with the camera. Like, it's impossible. Like, I always thought, like, Marcel Saint-Jean, I always thought he was a tall guy until I met him in person and realized he's the same height as my dad. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. You know, and it's all in how you hold the camera. Like, you see some people, and here's the other Panasonic here. You see some people, and they hold it dead on, and some people will get up high, and some people will hold it down low to make themselves look like a titan. The camera plays tricks on you. Like, you can never judge someone's height until you meet them in person. Like, Pug 1, he's like, he has to be 6'5", because he fucking towers over me when he's standing beside me. He just towers over me. So I'm 6'1", he's got to be 6'5", 6'6", at least. Yeah, people, that's all we got for commenting on comments. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button. Let me know in the comments below if you have anything else you want to add to commenting on comments. And until next time, people, peace for goat.